fucking rumbling, Snapchat, and fucking shake your tits and swing your dicks. It's a short week, but you made it to another titillating episode of your favorite internet sensation with libation. That's right. The Friday wrap-up is here again, so let the titillation begin. And before we get to today's show kicked off, I want to tip my hat to today's libation. Actually, because the holidays are starting, I was going to, kick the show off with a little winter jack today. But I had an unfortunate incident. I dropped the fucking bottle. It shattered into 1,000 pieces, and there was winter jack all over my kitchen. So I'm going to have to go with my Thanksgiving libation. A little wild turkey, baby. Okay? Everybody at this year for Thanksgiving, you're gathering around your tables with your turkeys and your stuffing and all the fixings and the sides. Well, me? Nope. This is my Thanksgiving turkey. All right? A little 80-plus proof bourbon whiskey. So Azalud to drink up and be somebody. That is delightful. It's Thanksgiving in a glass. All right, kids. Well, it's official. It's Thanksgiving Eve. I know. It's supposed to be the Friday wrap-up, Tommy. Well, today's technically fucking Friday, okay? So it's Thanksgiving Eve. It's Thanksgiving tomorrow, which means the motherfucking holidays are here. Ain't that delightful? So, going forward, all of our shows will be holiday-themed. Yes, I am putting up the black tree this year, so we'll have our normal Christmas backdrop. Well, this is going to be a quick show, I think. It's been a short week. There hasn't been it's been a slow news week, but that doesn't mean my week was any less delightful. As a matter of fact, I got banned again from YouTube. So my YouTube followers, you're not going to be seeing this episode of the Friday wrap-up on YouTube for like another fucking 2 weeks. However, you can go to the Rumble channel and you will see it there. Everything that's on YouTube is on my Rumble channel. So it's the Tommy G channel on Rumble. You could search it, make an account for yourselves, like, subscribe, get on Rumble. It's not censored. It's not lefty. It's fucking great shit. I had to create the Rumble station because I keep getting banned on YouTube, which we'll get into why I got banned again. So, like I said, you're not going to be seeing this episode on YouTube for like about 2 weeks. I think I'm in YouTube jail for 2 weeks. But you can see it on Rumble. And don't worry, on my Snapchat page, there'll be a link to my Rumble channel to this episode. You can click on it, go see it. And that's that. But, so here's what happened. You remember last year, it was January 8th. Matter of fact, it was like right after, it was right after fucking New Year's. So January 8th, on the January 8th episode of the Friday Wrap-Up, it got banned because I mentioned, the insurrection and the election and blah, 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 blah. So the YouTube fucktards banned that as misinformation because God forbid anybody should have a fucking opinion nowadays. So they pulled that episode. So in the March 8th or March 9th episode, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was 3/9. Yeah, something like that. I mentioned again how I got banned. I mentioned how I got fucking banned in January, and I was again explaining, the reason for me getting banned in January was because I mentioned the election and my thoughts on it. And they considered that misinformation. And this is, mind you, this was 2021. Okay, both of these episodes that got yanked were 2021. So the episode that they just yanked was this March 9th episode in 2021, which makes no fucking sense. It's been up for about a year now, and now all of a sudden some jerk off in fucking YouTube woke up and went, oh my God, this is misinformation, we gotta get this off. So the fact that I was explaining why I got banned previously, okay, I mean, these are the fucking retards that are running things. I was explaining why I got banned in a previous episode, and they pulled the episode where I was explaining the reason for banning in the previous. It makes no sense. Okay? And that's a year ago. So they banned it, they flagged the channel, they give you the warning, you can't post for 2 weeks, one more strike, and, we're going to pull your fucking channel. Maybe if you'd have watched the fucking thing, you retards, you would have heard what I said. I wasn't even saying anything regarding the election. I was just basically paraphrasing what I said to get me banned in the first place. Morons. So, they give you the chance to appeal it. So I'm looking at this and I'm saying, but wait a minute. I was just basically explaining why I got banned the first time. So I quickly appealed it. And I basically said, listen, morons. I was just explaining why I got banned in the January 8th episode. That's why you pulled it. And, you pulled the episode where I'm explaining why. I said, that makes no sense. And usually when you have an appeal with YouTube, it takes forever for them to get back to you. These cunts got back to me within 4 minutes. They went, we rejected your appeal. Fuck you. Oh, God, it's a matter of time before they pull this channel. I don't know, man. So I will repost this episode on YouTube. As soon as they lift my fucking ban. But, hey, banned again, but the show goes on. They're gonna need a wrecking ball to get rid of me. Salud. All right, like I said, we got a quick show today. There was nothing really going on, anything extraordinary in the world with that piddling fucking retard in the White House. But the world never seems to let us down. So get your tickets out, kids. We're about to hop onto that maniacal, magical express into mayhem and fuckery. The crazy train's about to leave the station open. Woo-hoo! First stop, Virginia. So, there was a Walmart shooting in Chesapeake, Virginia. Apparently, the manager of the Walmart, I just woke up and he went a little fucking batty, and he started calling employees into the break room, and as they're walking in, he started shooting them one at a time. The fucking manager of the store, he would call, could you please come to the break room? And so walking, bang, next thing he did this 6 fucking times before somebody realized something's not right. Oh, now he's shooting at people. I mean, this is what happens when you fucking make your boss crazy, okay? Especially when, listen, again, it's Walmart. I mean, but I'm sure this guy had some kind of a reason for what he did. Like I said, this is what happens when you make your fucking bosses nuts. Especially when you're working in a store that sells guns in aisle 5. Little fucking common sense. Just shut the fuck up and do your job. Stop complaining. Stop fucking with your schedule. Stop griping about fucking your wages or whatever. I mean, with Walmart's careful employee vetting protocols and their preference for picking the best of the best, I mean, when you walk into a Walmart, you'll get nothing but quality right there at the door. I mean, their hiring practices are spot on. So it couldn't possibly be the manager's fault, right? The manager of the store couldn't possibly be irregular. What with, Walmart's stringent vetting criteria. Next stop, Idaho. Well, this is actually a very sad story, but, Uncle Tommy's got to put his little... I have questions. So, this has been in the news for about a week now. I'm sure you've heard of it. 4 University of Idaho students were found stabbed to death in their campus home. Now, there was 6 roommates. Okay, so here's the gist. So they went to some kind of a frat party, sorority party, whatever. It was guys and girls. They went to this party. Then all 6 of them went back to their house, their campus house, whatever they were all sharing. And they all went to their respective bedrooms and went to sleep. And some fucking mental case broke into the house and murdered 4 out of the 6 people. Stabbed them to death. Just hacked them up with a fucking knife. Also, this is the part that really that's tragic. They skinned the dog alive. This psycho fuck skinned the dog alive. So now, Listen, and this is where the authorities are having a problem because they think the crime scene might have been contaminated. They haven't found the suspect yet. Nothing. If you guys remember the OJ shit, it takes a lot to kill somebody with I mean, that's a personal. Whoever did this had some fucking screws loose. They had some personal vendetta. I mean, because they hacked these people up with a fucking knife. This guy took his time. Now, here's the part that I don't understand. 2 of the roommates survived. They slept through the entire murder. Okay? How the fuck do you sleep through all of this? What kind of drugs are you on? There's people getting killed in the next room. You're asleep? This is the part that I'm zeroed in on. I'm like, I don't understand something. You got 4 people, including a dog, being murdered. I'm sure it wasn't quiet. And this guy took his fucking time. You know what it is to skin a dog alive? That ain't fucking easy, right? Okay, so how the fuck do you sleep through all of this? This is the part that I don't get. I mean, talk about being a fucking heavy sleeper. Holy shit. I mean, you really got to reassess the direction of your life if you're partying that much that you could sleep through fucking 4 murders. What the fuck? I'll tell you this, I don't think they're going to be sleeping anymore. Holy shit. All right, kids, your sports update. All right, NFL. Giants play the Cowboys on Thanksgiving at 4:30. Bills and Lions play. Bills play the Lions. I'm sorry, at 12:30 on Thanksgiving. So there's some Thanksgiving football for you. Let's just hope the fucking Giants kick the Cowboys' ass. Jets play the Bears Sunday at 1. Saints and 49ers Sunday at 4:25. NHL. Rangers play the Oilers Saturday at 1 o'clock. Islanders play the Blue Jackets Friday at 8. And the Flyers on Saturday at 7:30. NBA, your Nets play the Pacers at 8 o'clock on Friday. And Sunday, they play the Trail Blazers at 3 o'clock. Knicks play the Trail Blazers on Friday at 7:30. And Sunday, they play the Grizzlies at 6. Bulls play the Thunder Friday at 8 o'clock. So there you go. All right, kids, on Tommy's Pub and Grub Review. You know, I don't just review. The whole point of the Pub and Grub Review isn't to just review, like, you know, fancy restaurants and shit like that. It's basically anything that's Pub or Grub related, as you could tell by the Montauk thing last week. So on the Pub and Grub Review this week, I want to talk about, I know you're going to fucking fall over, Dunkin' Donuts. So Dunkin' Donuts, now I'm not a big fast food guy. Matter of fact, I very, very seldomly eat it. The closest I come to fast food is probably Dunkin' Donuts. So I was in there the other morning and I was a little peckish, but I wasn't like hungry, but I needed something. And I look up at the thing and I realized they have this new item. It's, you know, they have these wake up wraps, which is like a tortilla with, like, you know, an egg and like some bacon or sausage or some shit. Well, now they have a pancake wake up wrap. So it's a pancake, like a full-size pancake with like a piece of American cheese, an egg, and either sausage or bacon. And I said to myself, how bad could that be? I said, let me fucking try it. Shockingly enough, it was quite delightful for Dunkin' Donuts. I mean, now I'm not saying this is like fine dining or gourmet eating, okay? But for what it was, your quick little breakfast thing in the morning, it didn't, you know, it's not going to fill you up, but it just scratched that itch. And they even give you like a little thing of Mrs. Buttersworth syrup, which I know it's not maple syrup, it's that imitation shit, but as far as imitation crap goes, it's not that bad. You dip the pancake sandwich in there and you eat it. So I got the one with the bacon. I didn't try the sausage one. But I was fucking surprised at how good it was. So if you're running around, you know, on your holiday outings, you need a quick little recharge, little snackaroo, pop into a Dunkin' Donuts. Try one of these pancake wraps. Let me know what you think. I didn't think it was that bad. Just saying. All right, kids. On What the Fuck Is That? We're going to talk about the boyfriend pillow. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, is this something nice that I could purchase for my boyfriend? No. Now the holidays are coming, you're looking for some exciting gift ideas, you know, maybe you have a friend that looks like, you know, she got hit by a fucking train and she can't really find somebody to love her because, you know, she frightens little people, you know, terrifies children and shit. But yet everybody likes to be snuggled and cuddled at night. I heard recently that it makes you live longer. But there are some people that are incapable of finding someone that can cuddle them without regurgitating in their mouth a little bit. Or maybe they're just sworn single people. I have a friend like that. She's a very pretty girl, a little irregular, but a very pretty girl. But she's sworn off. She's been through too many bad relationships, and she's just basically just taking herself off the market. Nothing wrong with that, okay? But like I said, everybody wants a little something at night, and this might actually be the cure. Take a look at this. So it's basically a pillow that's shaped like half of a guy. You could buy a right-hand side, you could buy a left-hand side. It's got a pillow basically with an arm. It's got a little pajama shirt on, and you kind of snuggle yourself in there, and you feel like somebody loves you. Isn't that nice? Now you might be wondering, where can I purchase this hot holiday item? Well, never fear, Amazon is here. All you got to do is go on Amazon, throw in boyfriend pillow in the search, and it'll come up. It even comes in multiple fucking colors. How about that? Well, I mean the pajama shirt. The body is still white. So, if you're black, you better like white guys. I don't know what to tell you, girls. Okay, kids, on Right or Racist. In the Middle Eastern country Agrabah, women accused of adultery are punishable to death by stoning. So they get stoned to death. Well, that's racist, okay? Because Agrabah is a fictitious country in the story Aladdin in the Disney movie. You fucking tool bags. All right, kids, your PSA. Well, this was last Saturday. It was, actually. I go into the local deli over here, my friend Vinny's place. And I'm standing there. I went in there for an egg sandwich, which was in the morning. So I'm standing there, I order my sandwich, and I'm waiting for them to make it. And this guy walks in, regular looking guy, okay? And he's wearing a Mets hat. But that's not the odd part. The Mets hat that he was wearing was a gay pride Mets hat. The whole fucking front of the hat was all rainbow, and it even said pride across the back. Now, ordinarily, I wouldn't even bother taking a second look at this, but the fact of the matter is, this was a middle-aged guy. He was straight. He had kids. He was straight. He had a wedding. He was a straight guy. I know the guy. I'm not making an assumption based on his appearance. I know who he is. He's straight. And, and he knows when it comes to baseball, I'm a fucking ball breaker. And, of course, I'm always wearing a Yankee hat. So I look at him, and I said, what's that hat? And he goes, what do you mean? I'm like, what's with the hat? He goes, it's a Mets hat. I said, yeah. And Vinny knows exactly what I'm going to do. He's like, Tommy, don't do it. He wears his fucking hat every day. I said, you wear that every day? He goes, yeah, why? So what? I'm like, you wear that Mets hat every day? He goes, yeah. I said, you like it? He goes, yeah, what's wrong with it? I said, it says pride in the back. He goes, yeah, I'm proud to be a Mets fan. The guy had no idea what the fuck he was wearing on his head. Now, a normal person would have just let the guy go off blissfully ignorant into the sunset. Not me. So I look at him, I'm like, it didn't dawn on you what that whole thing means? He goes, what does it mean? He says, I'm proud to be a Mets fan. I'm like, no, you fucking Momo. I says, you're wearing a gay pride Mets hat. Like, that fucking rainbow is the gay flag. It says pride in the back for gay pride. You're basically advertising to everybody that you might be taking it up the Hershey Highway. I said, not that there's anything wrong with that. If that's what your preference is, that's fine. But I somehow don't think you knew that. This guy, if he could have gotten away with punching me without going to ICU, I think he would have. He looked at me, he goes, he took the hat off and he looked at it, and he looks at Vinny, and Vinny goes, he fucking stormed out of the deli, threw his hat in the garbage, and left. I love ruining people's days. So, a public service announcement. If you're going to support the alphabet community, at least know that you're doing it. I got nothing wrong with somebody wearing anything that is in support with the gay pride, but, you know, if you don't know what you're wearing, if you just think, well, I like rainbows, you you might just be a member. Well, anyway, kids, stay COVID-less, no mask, don't ask, haters can kiss my ass, and remember, who loves you, babe? It's been your Friday wrap-up, and I hope you have a very happy Thanksgiving. See you when I see you.